Guys, I bring you here a deck profile of the wind-up deck that I was playing in the past Strafford Regional. I wasn't able to top because I had a tie, so I basically gave my friend, who I had to face last round, I gave him the win so he could top. My only loss was to my friend Stefan, Akuma 1921, subscribe to him. He beat me. It went to game 3. I opened really bad, and he opened really good. So, yeah. Other than that, I was able to beat two wind-up mirror matches, one rabbit, a hero beat. I beat my friend, who was also another rabbit deck. And then I tied with a ninja sector deck, which is pretty interesting with all the continuous traps that he was running, and anti-spell fragrance and some morgue. So yeah, overall I think my deck did really well. I probably, if I didn't have a tie, I would have maybe been able to top if I won my last round. Well, anyways, here's the deck. We have 3 copies of the obvious engine, the 3 Turguys, and the Sangan and the Turbas. Obviously, we all know this deck needs to go off, and this really helps off. Then we have the 3 wind-up rabbits, which is a retarded card. This card is almost impossible to kill. There was a rule in that Levier, if Levier steals a wind-up rabbit from their opponent, you get to keep the rabbit, and it's under your control, so you actually you're able to use the effect, and it'll keep coming back to you. Never got a chance to do it because wind-up mirror match that I faced didn't have rabbits, I think, or they never summoned it on me. So yeah, a lot of times, like, I would go first turn Turguy, Sam Mighty, and then grab a rabbit and just sit there with a +1 the rabbit floating. The 3 black Salvoso deck, pretty much. The wind-up rats. The mini Cyber Dragons, or Bogorna, however you want to call these guys. The wind-up shards basically help you either to push for more level 3s or expand into level 4s and 5s. I chose to run only 2 wind-up magicians because I felt like 3 was not overkill, but like it was because it only combos off if you have the shark in your hand. So yeah, I think 2 magicians was good for me this weekend. 1 copy of Wind-Up Hunter. Again, I think 1 is the best number to run. Some people play 2, but I think 1 is good and all you need to pull the combo off. For the hand trap, 1 Gores because you need him not to get OTK by anything that just swings over and just tries to kill you in 1 turn. A lot of players assume that I didn't play Gores because of factories, but I figure it actually happened. Like one of my opponents MST my factory because after I got 2 searches off and then my rabbit, he swung directly, and I was able to drop Gores to that. So yeah. A lot of people assume that Gore's not running this deck. 3 copies of Maxi, obviously to keep up with the mirror matches. Only 1 copy of Valor. I really couldn't find more room for a second one. I would have run the second one today, but I chose to go with a different deck this week. And it was the Jirac Cuevas. I only played 2. It never happened to me to draw 2 of these and not be able to use the effect. I was able to, when I played the Hero Beat deck, he was playing the Tech Genius engine. So first turn he goes set a monster, pass turn I go summon Wava, attack, it was a striker. I was able to get another one, and then XC for Doka, when they get his summon, his search. And then next turn he went E-Call, played Darkhold, I went Solemn, and then he went Stratos, I negated the search, and then he played Miracle and made Gaia. Elemental Hero Guy in defense mode, and then I was able next turn to set Mighties, like swarm my field with 3 Set Mighties and play Mind Control, and my last monster was a Giga Brilliant, and I was able to swing over for a game because he didn't have back row. So yeah, that's my monster lineup. For the spells, we have pretty staples. nothing really special. You know, all these cards need to be run almost in every deck, with the exception, I think, of the Wind Up Factories. Obviously, the only go to this deck. Traps also pretty staple. I think every deck runs these. Nothing special out of this. And basically the two bad straps of the format. Some people chose to roll in 3. I don't know. I only got looped by once by the mirror match, so it was all good. For my side deck, actually I'm gonna show my side deck first. Obviously 3-7 mighties. I know you guys want to know like how I was able to fit the Doka and the Lagi in my deck. 1-7 mains, Brilliant, Leviathan, Levier, Utopia Ray. I was able to make this because after my opponent finished my Utopia, I used overlay and he was like, "What? You can do that?" Like, a lot of people did not know this, even though it was play at the YCS Atlanta. So this guy really saved me once. Against my friend Stefan, I made this by he warning it. So doesn't always work. Obviously 1 Lagia and 1 Doka. Some Mayo, Tyrus, and Adrius. And my 1 Synchro Army Arm. Shout out to Joe Bogley. Army Arm is the best, right? I never made it. For my side deck, I chose to go a different approach than the basic side deck where everybody's running like Cyber Dragons and Thunder Kings. And I went with basically removal and anti whatever meta we're playing, which is pretty much Insector, Rabbit, and Windups. So Chase Appearance is good against Insector match, the Mirror match, Windups, and anything that will run little guys. 2 Shadow Mirrors for Dark Worlds and Insectors. 1 Malevolent Catastrophe. This card actually won me a game against the Hero B deck game 2 when he went Summon Stratos set 4, and then he attacked into my Snowman Eater and I chained Malevolent. Then I blew his monster in his back rows. He didn't even want to summon Alias into my guy. I guess he didn't have Gemini Spark, but whatever. 1 Horn, the Black Horn of the Black Heaven. Black Horn of the Heaven. Basically mirror match, Rabbit. 1 Trapple. This is good against anti-meta and Insectors because they're so revolt around their normal summon that if you stop it, if you don't have Reborn, they can't really continue with their play. Unless they have a boss monster, obviously. But 1 Prohibition. This is my last minute change to my side deck. I just thought like if I'm able to Prohibition a Rabbit, a Hornet, or something, and just stop their main engine of the deck, I was able to gain advantage of them. I did call Hornet against the Ninja deck, but it was timed, so basically he just overlaid, and he had called a Haunted to bring out a monster and just kill me, deal me damage. Actually, I would have won if he deal me damage the last turn. The third MST, double Smashing Ground for the Rabbit matchup. Just to force a negation, sometimes they just make Dokkan sit on it. 1 DD Crow for the Insector matchup and the Wind Up matchup. 1 Reaper just against the Insector matchup when you Shadow Mirror, this doesn't die. And it's also good to solve with the Rabbit deck. One of the favorite cards in my side deck is this Snowman Eater. I started maining these in my plan deck back in the day. And people didn't see him, like when Rabbit first came out, a lot of people just going Lagia and just swing to your face a monster, assuming this or singing. So this Snowman Eater has been my favorite addition to my side deck. I wish I could main him, but my engine is just takes up the whole room in the deck, so I really can. And the last but not least, the Kitten. This card won me a game against the Dino Rabbit deck. I basically went summon. He had lag in the board, and he won back row. I went Summon Magician, and then he didn't negate it, so I went Activate Shark, and he didn't do anything, so no Veiler, no Maxi. So I changed my Shark to a level 3, and then brought another. I brought a second Magician now with the Shark coming out of my hand, and then I changed my Shark to a level 3, and then I brought Kitten now, and then I bounced it, and he was like, "Wow." And he gets regretted himself for not negating my summon, but that was good. Because I made Utopia and just have Shark and Utopia swing over, and you can eventually summon a rabbit and was able to manage my kitten to reset the effect, so it was good. So, really good. Some people main deck it, but I like my Jirac engine right now, my Jirac tech. So yeah, that's the deck I ran. Leave me some comments, guys. Think how the deck is. Anything you would change, maybe. Some things you like, some things you don't like. Hopefully, California's coming up, so we'll all be there. And I hope to see you guys there too. So, till then, I'm out.